Oops. That was a premature stoppage. Whoops. What's happening, everybody? Good Tuesday morning or afternoon, depending on where you're at. It is time for another thrift haul with Vegas J.
And Philly Nay.
Would you just break something already?
No, my cat knocked over something.
Yeah, sure. My cat.
It was half pint. See?
What's going on, everybody? We haven't done a thrift haul in a while, and I've got some goodies, and Nay's got some goodies, so we decided to share with you today, and that way I can then get rid of my goodies and have my assistant go list them. So thrift hauls are a necessity if we're going to do them because I want to get this stuff listed. So that's why
listed too. Sorry.
Oh, it's all right. There we go. All righty. So let's. How was everybody's Labor Day? How was yours?
Mine was uneventful, but good.
I guess that's better than bad.
Yeah, went to the park with the kids, watched a movie with the kids.
See, that was good though.
Yeah.
You know what I did on my Labor Day? I bought a dishwasher. That's exciting.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So I needed one, but that was the extent of my excitement for Labor Day. Woo!
Yeah, that's exciting.
All right, let's get right into our hauls. Oh, we were supposed to have special guests. The allure of the pool and the sunshine was too much to get them up here, so they're outside reading books by the pool, enjoying the nice weather because they live in Cleveland and they know going back it should snow soon. So
yes, it's gonna get cold here too.
Lynn Hudziak bought mattresses. See, Labor Day was a day to buy crap.
Oh, wow, exciting! I think more exciting than the dishwasher, perhaps.
Yeah.
At least you get to try out the mattresses and not.
Well, my dishes will be clean, so it's a 50-50.
Yeah.
All right, I'll start it off, Nay.
Okay, sounds good.
One of the segments on Thrifty Business with Jay and Nay is thrift up your life. Don't forget to thrift for yourself. So I bought something that I think is worth some money, but if it's not, it's my size. So it's kind of like no harm, no foul. And I think I looked up the prices here, so hang on a quick second.
That's a great point. I do that all the time. With clothing, I think, if it doesn't fit me or if I don't like it, sell it.
Yep. So Karl Kani jeans in the 90s was part of the whole hip-hop jeans thing. Cross colors, Karl Kani. And I think this is actually rather new. And I think he must have sold out because they don't say Karl Kani anymore. They just say Kani jeans. So these are brand new with all the tags, and it was half off, so they were only $5. But they're running about $40. But they're also my size, so I might try them on. If they fit nice and make my tuchus look nice, I might keep them.
What are the chances that you're gonna
people that is butt?
What are your chances that you're gonna find a pair of jeans in your size too, like that? That's pretty good.
It's brand new. I always buy liquor stuff, and then I couple it with other liquor stuff from the same brand. I thought this one was kind of funny. Bacardi Oak Heart is a spiced rum, so it's kind of like Bacardi's version of Captain Morgan. So this T-shirt's a little slam on Captain Morgan. Stop piracy, the Captain. So they threw a little shade at Captain Morgan for their spiced rum. And, this was $2. I'll probably pair it with some other Bacardi thing and sell it for like $20, $22. All right, I got a question for you, Nay, and then the audience. And we've always discussed
going down. Sorry,
and
my children have a very loud movie on. Sorry about that. If you hear a lot of background noise, I'm trying to get my kids to turn. I'm yelling at them to turn down the volume, but it's not working. So bear with me.
All right, I got this very pretty Castica bra top thingamajiggy, whatever you want to call it. It is a size 24, 22. It still has the tag on it, so that's cool. It was $5, but here's the only problem. It says sample.
Oh, that's not a problem.
Yeah, but look how it's written in marker on this mesh.
Oh, that's a problem.
So how do I get that?
That's a problem.
Yeah. How do I get that off without messing up the whole thing?
That I'm not sure. You're going to have to try to wash that section with
You think that'll come out?
I don't know. I don't know what they use there. It's a fabric. It looks like it's some kind of a fabric marker, but
now if it doesn't come out, I got to imagine at the right price that a woman wouldn't be too upset with that, would she? I don't know.
I wouldn't want to wear sample on my back, but It's kind of sexy too. That kind of kills the sexiness.
True. As I was saying those words, I'm like, but if you're gonna be sexy,
yeah,
then
you got
sample right across the back.
That was what I was thinking too.
Magic eraser. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the magic eraser because I do have a couple items coming up that the magic eraser, when I have one right here, will be good for. And then we're gonna totally switch gears here. I could not find this glass anywhere, but the Wolfpack is part of the Air Force, and Kunsan Air Force Base is in Korea.
Oh.
I thought that was a pretty cool glass.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Now, I'm guessing it's not $100 glass, but that was pretty sweet. It's in good shape. Probably get like 20, 25 bucks for it.
Is that writing? Is that writing chalky, Jay, or does it look more like marker?
It looked more like marker.
Probably a fabric marker.
Just, Julie said a sampling of sexy. I like that. That's how we try and sell it. All right, why don't we jump over to you and show me what you got?
Okay, so I guess I'll just start off the top here. I'll start off with sexy too. This little set, it's a Renee Rolfe set. It's new with tags, and it's a size small, but it is completely see-through. It's like a pajama set, but it's totally see-through. I don't know if you can tell that it's sheer. And
does it say sample?
It does not say sample, no. But it comes with the matching pants, and it's adorable, and it is completely sheer. So, what else? Oh, I found the biggest bra that I've ever found in the history of my bra finding. I have a size 42N.
There you go, 42N.
Yes, that is a large bra, and it's very pretty too. It's got lace, and it's actually it's not new with tags, but I can tell that it's new without tags. It's very stiff and still, but yes, that's the largest bra I found so far.
Yeah, well, I would guess you'll never probably find larger.
I don't think so. I didn't even realize it was a bra at first. It was kind of folded over on the hanger when I found it, and then I realized what it was, and I was very excited. This is another bra. This is an Izod. It's new with tags. It's a size 42 double D, so I thought that was pretty, and it's new with tags. I wouldn't necessarily picked it up without if it wasn't. It's probably only going to fetch $20 with the tags. It's about a $30 bra new. So. Yeah.
But easy to ship.
Yeah. And let's see. I know how much you love kids' clothes, so these I got, I think, for 50 cents. So they're Gymboree pants, and they're adorable. They have little flower buttons on them. So I probably won't sell them for too much, but for 50 cents, that was a deal. And this is all the stuff. Some of this has been pulled from my storage unit. It's just everything that I have to list right now. So this is a flag banner. It's a birthday flag banner. It looks very vintage, but it does have a barcode on it. So it's probably no older than...
Is that an Air Force jet?
You know, I don't know. It looks like a fighter jet of some kind.
Yeah, so I found an Air Force base glass, and you found Air Force happy birthday banners.
I know. It's a pretty cool banner, but I couldn't find anything like it when I looked it up. But like I said, it does have a barcode on it, so I thought it was older than it actually is. And, ooh, I've got another bra here. This is another new with tags bra. It's a push-up bra, size 34D, and it's very pretty with the lace, but it's got this huge wide back. I've never seen a back that wide.
That's really to hold you in place.
I guess so. I don't know. And for you, Jay, I had bought two of these. One I sent you, and the other one is here for me to list. I found two Yankee candles for $7.99 each that were brand new. So.
It reminded me of your money, and my party smelled wonderful, so thank you.
Oh, I'm glad. And I have a New York snow globe. It does not have the Twin Towers in it, but I think actually I should get that listed now because
now I know it's new in box. Does it easily come out of the box without ruining the packaging, or is it tape?
It's like kind of in one of those plastic thingies. But I can show it a little closer.
But can you open it, or is it sealed?
No, I can open it.
Yeah, so what I would do is I would shake it up, set it down, and take a real quick, like 10-second video of the snow.
Oh, okay. That's a really, I've never, this is my first snow globe, so that's a good idea. And
so the Hyper Picker wants to know, how do you measure vintage underwear? I mean, I don't know specifically what you're asking other than a tape measure. I mean, I would go with the size written and then also measure the waist, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever measured vintage underwear.
I wonder, underwear meaning bras or panties, or I'm not sure, because with bras, I don't measure bras, but vintage size lingerie does run smaller, so I will definitely measure that. And
so Hyper Picker, I'm guessing they have a set. Do you have a set that has no tags? Is that what you're saying? There's just no tags at all? So what I would do is I would measure the bra to figure out at least a chest measurement and kind of go off of there. So if you're in the 34, 36 range, you're kind of like medium large. If you're going like 40, 42, we're probably extra large, you know? But,
yes.
You know, come on into the thrifting board, post a picture of your set, and there'll be somebody in 14,000 members that'll definitely help you.
That is very
They'll be like,
true.
oh, you just do this. I'm just winging it because I've only never done it. So.
That is very true. And I have a little assortment of sewing patterns to list, some vintage ones and costumes, pet costumes. That's something that is get your costume patterns listed now. Actually, I just shipped one out today, a costume pattern. So, and these are just some other random patterns that I have to list. But and then I'll get into some other good stuff if you want to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip over because perfect segue. It's like we planned this. Speaking of costumes, I picked up this Yo Gabba Gabba costume, and this is Fufa. And the best part was it was half off at Savers yesterday for clothing and bed and bath. So not tchotchkes, nothing else. But for some reason, they labeled this bed and bath. So that meant it was half off. So this costume was $4, $3.50, and it's selling for about $30. So I'll be getting that up tomorrow. Easy peasy. This is not a expensive selling shirt, but I figured what more of a perfect time of year to buy it than now. You can be Where's Waldo very easily.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
$3. I'll probably get 15 to 20 for it, but it's such that perfect time of year because I'll put Where's Waldo white and red striped t-shirt costume. And that way, somebody who's lazy, all I got to do is buy the hat and some glasses. They're done. They're done.
Very true.
Staci at the Right Brain wants to know if those patterns are uncut.
Yes, I did answer that. All of them are uncut. I usually buy only uncut unless they're something really spectacular or vintage, because otherwise you do have to account for all the pieces.
Gotcha. Now this is from Six Flags Amusement Park. Again, I think it could be used for Halloween, so I'm gonna definitely get it up.
That looks fantastic.
Put that back.
It complements your beard very well.
Yeah. So, yeah, now I have cooties on my head, but it was $2. That was pretty cool. And then I found a sports sack purse, pretty cute.
Oh, that's
$2.50.
That's cute. Yeah. Now those, I'm wondering if that's an older one or one of the newer. It looks like it might be actually a vintage one. Be able to tell.
Yeah. Now I gotta find the pattern because that's who's gonna sell it.
Mm-hmm.
But without even knowing this pattern, I'm guessing I can probably get $25, $30 for this. And what's nice is there's nothing hard in it, so it'll wrap up very small and be easy to ship. Poly mailer, easy peasy. So besides price, because don't forget, your time is worth money. Nothing. To pack something, well, I'm going to show you something breakable in a minute here. To pack that's going to take me a little bit longer. So I can take a less of a price if I can just jam it in an envelope in the way it goes because it takes no time. By the way, if anyone's watching this and knows this pattern off the top of their head, because maybe you haven't, please do me a favor. Send me a message. If you're in the chat, send it there. I would be much appreciated. It would save me some time. All right, I did go into the linens twice, and I got this. It is a super duper soft blanket.
Ooh.
Come on, move.
Is it fleece?
Yep. So it's Cinderella's castle. A little tricky to do big blankets. Cinderella's castle, and it is a Disney Parks tag.
Oh,
They're not super expensive, but it's probably going to be like 20, 25 bucks.
Oh,
Plus,
yeah.
we're going into fall. It's getting colder, easier to sell blankets.
Love it.
And then, can you read this? Because I actually have a knack to read death metal bands.
Blood runs black. Yes?
You missed one word. It's as blood runs black.
As, okay, I see in the yeah, okay.
So death metal, and this is actually a pretty easy one. Some of them are so amazing, and friends who know are with me. They're always like, "Hey Jay, read this." And if I just back up for 2 seconds, I have this weird knack, and I don't even like death metal. But I have this weird knack. I can read death metal writing because that's when you're edgy. When you make it so hard to read, that's when the kids love it. All right, what you got?
Okay, so from our photo, I've got these awesome 70s vintage sunglasses that are made. These frames are actually made in Italy. They're really super cool. They're actually very well made, and they are genuine 70s. And the coolest part about them, one of the coolest things about them, is they fold up completely flat. So they do have some scratches on them, but they're just awesome. And I'm having trouble parting with them, but I will be listing them this week because they're too big for my face anyway. But they're fun. So speaking of big blankets that you have to hold up, I have this very cool, and I can't take credit for finding this. I went thrifting with my friend from California, my friend Des, a couple weeks ago, and she found this, and it was $4, and it's a fantastic strawberry shortcake.
Oh wow!
Quilt. It's a smaller quilt. It's definitely vintage 80s.
Lower it.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can see strawberry, and keep going. So show us the whole thing. Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Isn't that awesome? It does have a couple. It does have some minor stains on it. I still purchased it because I'm going to try to get them out. I'm guessing they're not going to come out because I think they've been on there since the 80s. But even if they, I mean, it's just
35-year-old stains.
It just looks like it's like right there. So if it doesn't come off, I'll still list and disclose, and I still expect to do really well with it. And the back, if you can see, is all that. It's like the strawberry shortcake signature floral print, and it's all quilted, so it's very cool. So that was. What do
you think you can get for that, even with the stains?
You know, I don't know yet. I haven't researched it yet. Off the top of my head, I'm hoping I get like $50 for it, but I have to do my research. So.
I think 50 for sure. I mean, it's such a nice looking piece.
I know.
Even with
it's
stains,
awesome.
It's so cool.
Yeah. And the stains aren't all over it. They're just on that one piece. So. This is some rodeo fabric. It's all rodeo horses. And I don't know how vintage it is, but it's just cool. You see the print really well.
Bring it a little closer. And we're gonna get you a better camera shortly here.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Because I switched to a USB one. It looks much better.
Yeah, I'm dealing with my Mac camera, so. And it's a screen.
The feed looks okay, Nate. Actually, what I'm seeing looks crappy, but the feed.
Okay, well,
very good.
And this one you are going to drool over. This is vintage 70s Hawaiian barkcloth. So that's pretty cool.
That is nice.
You can see the texture.
Make me a jacket out of it?
If I could sew, I would make you a jacket out of it. Maybe you can get your man purse made out of that.
Yeah.
I found
a Hawaiian merce.
I found a duo of Starbucks mugs that is, they have basically coffee written in all different languages, and they were both together for 99 cents. Yes, if I don't break them before I have to list them. So I've kind of gotten away from buying Starbucks mugs because they haven't been selling as well, but these were, I couldn't pass those up for 99 cents.
All right, that's another good segue.
Okay.
Another good segue because I have a Starbucks thing I can't find.
Oh, okay.
This is from Korea. Where does it say Korea? There it is.
Wow, cool.
There we go. And it's got this little nick, but it does not compromise the liquid inside. Just a little. But 2004, I cannot find this tumbler anywhere. $2. I thought I'd give it a whirl.
You can set your price then.
Next to that tumbler at the store, new with tags, was this eBay water bottle. And then sitting next to that was this eBay water bottle, new with tags. And then sitting next to that was this Google water bottle. Now, the eBay ones I'll probably use for giveaways or some contests or something. But the Google ones sell pretty well. You know, they're like 15 to 20 bucks. And obviously, they're super light. They weigh nothing. So they're super duper easy to ship.
So Staci just asked me to ask you about your glass breaking at Frankie's.
Hey, shut up, Stace.
Oh, no, I want to hear it now. I think she brought up something good here.
Well, my father-in-law got a martini and wanted it on the rocks, but he didn't say that, so it came like a martini should come straight up in a martini glass, and then it came back, then it went back. So it stayed in the martini glass. And within one sip, he had knocked it over into his lap and spilled it everywhere. So we got another one, and I'm like, I told Stace, I go, just take the bull by the horns. Next time, put it in the glass with the ice. He wouldn't have knocked it over. Now, 2 seconds later, I reach across the table, and I hit my straw, and it knocks the glass over and breaks the glass.
Oh, no.
I'm only 2/3 of the way through drink number one. I have spent hundreds of hours in Frankie's. I've never broken a damn thing there. But luckily, I sit with my legs kind of akimbo, or that's akimbo, wide. And so when it spilled, I didn't get wet at all. So all I contended with it was broken glass.
I should get a little slack now.
And it was just, luckily, it was just a plain glass. It wasn't a tiki mug. It wasn't a glass with their logo. It was just a plain glass. So
does that get me a little slack for breaking stuff?
What'd you say?
Does that get me a little slack for you always making fun of me for breaking stuff?
Oh, I got a long way to go to catch you.
That's true. That's a funny story. Thank you, Staci.
Yeah. All right. So in the chat, someone brought the magic eraser. Here is a magic eraser. If you do not have one of these, you are missing probably one of the top 20 tools every eBayer needs in their office. If you've never used one, the word magic eraser, it is magic. You just get this sucker wet, and then all the things you got to clean off, they just disappear. It's like magic. And what I'm going to use them on, and I got to get these up because it's the right time of year. How about dirty nurse stripper boot heels?
Yeah, when you described that in the description, that was not what I was expecting to see.
Now,
really...
maybe I'll go get it wet and demonstrate in a second. When I throw the thing back to you, I'll go get it wet. But all this will go bye-bye.
Yep.
It'll all just magically disappear. Oh, yeah, see, Jeanette says this is top 10. Top 10 in your tools. And this is not an expensive tool. So if you do not have these, you should have these.
Oh, yeah. I love my magic.
Speaking of vinyl things I have to clean, what is that? The TV?
Sorry. It's my kids with the TV. I tried to get them to turn it down, and that didn't work. So unless I physically go up there and do it.
Yes, would you please? Because everybody keeps talking about it in the chat. Yes,
I will do that, yes.
Thank you. So while you're doing that, I can't find this bag anywhere. It's this cool vinyl Target bag. It's got the little logo on the back. But, man, I searched, and I can't find it. But I figured for $2, it was a good purchase. You know, the dog, people like Target. But, yeah, cannot find this bag anywhere. So, I'll probably throw it up at like $30, $35, unless someone says, oh, hey, Jay, that was a special thing they gave out only on like a Black Friday or something. But $2 didn't think it was too much of a risk. It's got a brand. It's got a dog. And, hey, you know what? We got an outfit going here. Red and white. Woo! All right. But speaking of red and white, let's stay in that vein. And no matter the brand, and especially this time of year, any sexy Mrs. Claus lingerie, make sure to buy it. And this one had the bonus of the panties are with it. So, and the brand is George, and George is a very generic brand, not real expensive. But I'm not going to put the brand into the title. It's all going to be about sexy Mrs. Claus lingerie, show me your North Pole kind of thing, and I'll do a little play on words. So yeah, always buy sexy lingerie when it's holiday themed. All right, get rid of that. Get rid of this tub. Do I see you back, Nay? I see her back, but I don't hear her. Yeah, George's Walmart. So the people who think it was a Black Friday bag, was it a giveaway? Was it something you could only purchase? Did they give it to you with so much? I mean, if you spent so much money, you got that bag. But it's just weird to me that there's none on eBay. Yes. Say something, Nadine. Yeah, I do not hear you. Work on your mic, and I'll work on showing some stuff. Yeah, you like my North Pole, Bridget? And then just let me know. Let me know when you're back. All right. This is an awesome. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yep. All right, so we're gonna switch to you. I'm gonna go wet my magic sponge. So go ahead, Nay. I'll be right back.
Okay. I have a brand new Hallmark Maxine mug here. She's one of those characters that usually sells, and it's also a patriotic thing, and with all the election coming up and everything, I think it might be a good time to list it. And I hit the $2. These are from the $2 shoe section. They are Tahari, not Ellie Tahari, but Tahari. Ellie Tahari is.
So wait. I don't know much about girls' shoes. There's a brand called Ellie Tahari, and then a brand called Tahari.
Well, Tahari is the blanket brand. There's different designers that do that. There's different lines of Tahari, and the most desirable one is not just the straight Tahari line. It's one called Ellie, E-L-I-E Tahari, and that would have been more desirable. But just the straight up Tahari line is also, yeah. So these are just straight Taharis. So, but they're patent leather. They're in good shape. $2, I think, and they're size 6. I think they'll do pretty well. I should be able to get about $30 for these with shipping.
Very nice.
And I found a pair of Clarks for $2 too. These are like slipper shoes. They look super comfy. They're a really tiny size. They are a 7. Well, they're a 7. They're not that tiny, but they're tiny for me.
I was gonna say a 7 is big for Staci.
It's small for I have big feet, so it's small for me. But yes, they're kind of sparkly, so I think they should do well, and they're in good condition. And I forget the name for these, but there's an actual name for this type of weave. I'm going to take them out of the Goodwill bag. These are salad bowls, and they're wooden vintage salad bowls. They were really popular like back in the 60s and 70s. And it's a type of weave, and I can't now. My brain is not spitting out the correct term, but I don't know if anyone in the chat knows. But they're wooden, and there's a whole. I think there's 10 of them, so I'm gonna sell them as a set.
No, those are not monkey pod Kimberly's. Those are something else. But hey, Jeanette Statler wants to know: Do you avoid any specific size shoes, like really tiny? Or really big or anything, or do you buy any good brand you see?
If it's a good brand, I'll buy it. Larger in not so good brands sells better than smaller and not so good brands, but there's shoe shoppers in every size, so eventually, they will sell. So, and this is now, speaking of Walmart brands, I know I caught the tail end of the George talk. This is actually a Walmart brand. It's called Just My Size, and this is a plus-sized line that Walmart puts out. Now, these are brand new, and there were 2 of them, and they were half off, so I got them for, I don't know, like $2 each, I think. I can't remember, but for that kind of deal, I'll just lot them together. They're size 4X, and in this case, it's the size that's going to sell them, not the fact that they are a Walmart brand. So.
Yeah, just like my George lingerie. I'm not mentioning George anywhere. I mean, I have to in the description.
Yeah.
But in the title, no way.
Exactly. I'm not going to sell those on the Just My Size brand. That's not. And I have this cool military. It's a vintage military model plane kit. And I think it's German. It looks, well, yeah, it's German. It's Wafer Schmidt or something like that. So.
You sure it's not French? Just kidding.
Yeah, it's definitely German. But,
is there a barcode on it?
It's brand new though. With is there? I'm sorry.
Is there a barcode?
There is a sticker on top that has a barcode. So I'm not sure if that was, placed there secondary by a store that was selling it, or I'm not sure. But otherwise, no. And I've been kind of steering away from Vera Bradley because it hasn't been selling as well for me lately. But this is a really cute little mini train case, and
I sold a Vera Bradley case today for $23.
Cool. This is actually meant for jewelry. It's got the compartments for the rings and whatnot, and it's got a little secret compartment in there. So it's pretty cute.
It'll do quite well.
Yeah, I think so too. I have no idea what I paid for it. I don't remember, but I know it wasn't much, and yeah, it's really cute. So, and let's see. Ooh, speaking of sunglasses, vintage sunglasses, I have these in the package. I think these are 19.
What?
Dated, yeah,
bring that closer.
They're 1970. They're dated 1970. On
bring
the
it closer. I want to see that. And down a little bit. Wow, that is crazy. Like, tie your hair back. Like, what?
I know. Yeah, they don't have actual stems on them. On the sides. They're just ties.
Wow, that is awesome.
Yeah. So here's the back of it. You can. And
I've never seen those.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! You can make it. You can make it a belt around your dress.
I know, it's pretty cool, and it's like a suede kind of. It's a really funky suede kind of strap. How well you can see
get those up and get like hippie or something that's for your try and sell it for a Halloween costume.
Yeah, that's true. They would. Now is a good time with the Halloween.
All right, I'm gonna pause there because that's again another good transition.
Okay.
So what sunglasses do you normally wear? How big are they?
My normal sunglasses are not as large as the 70s ones that I just showed.
Do you have any that would be about as flat and small as my glasses?
Yeah, probably.
Because I bought this to sell, and it's shockingly not selling for as much as I thought it would. But if you would like it, and you have some glasses to put it in, I will send it to you. It is a Lily Pulitzer giraffe sunglass case, but it is not real thick.
Ooh, yes, I love it. Oh my goodness. Yes, I want it.
So they're only selling for $7 each. I'm like, really? That's it? I thought that was cool.
Wow. Yeah,
I'll send that out. I'll send that out.
Thank you. Oh, I'm excited.
So I'll show you the difference in eBay to Amazon. So this troll on eBay is selling for $10, but if I ship it into Amazon FBA, I'll probably get $25. So checking multiple platforms, and if you're not using multiple platforms, you should be, because if I can get $10 on one and $25 on another, $25.
Yes, it's advice I need to take.
Especially anything with the barcode, double check it. And on Amazon, double check eBay. If you can get more than double on one platform, send it to that platform. Now, I do have something else for you, because I love the wall of baggies, because they put all kinds of random stuff together. So this bag was $1.50, and in this bag was a couple things, and I bought it for one thing, and then I know it's the other thing. So let's talk about the thing I didn't buy it for. I did not buy it for the crochet craft kit, and I'm guessing this little cheapie is not worth anything. I did not buy it for the temporary tattoos, but we could probably use those at a party or something. We got butterflies, not to keep calm, all kinds of stuff like that. But here's what I bought it for. I have quite a few Lisa Frank binders to sell, and look at that.
Oh.
This is the middle logo. The middle logo, not the current, not the oldest. And so I'm going to put that with the binder. But also in that is a little booklet stuff. So I will send that with the sunglasses. So for $1.50, I figured this is a fun little purchase of stuff.
Cool. Thank you.
I'm going to stick this in my binder. And that'll add to the Lisa Frank binder I already got. They got more money on a Lego set from eBay than Amazon. So you just got to check if you got a barcode. I was about to show this shirt last time. This has never been washed. It is deep, deep black. Head is a type of snow skis. And so somebody will love this shirt. And you can still see the fold lines. It is deep black. It is nice. Never been used. I tend to stay away from Spider-Man things because there's so much of it. But I thought this shirt was pretty sweet. An old T-shirt.
Oh, that's cool. If that was my son's size, yeah, that was my son Brendan's size. He would grab that from you.
And then, well, staying on that same vein, Marvel shirts, a lot of characters, just so much they don't sell too well. But I can't find one. It is a tank top sweater.
Ooh.
So I thought that was kind of cool for the girl comic book nerds.
That's pretty cool.
It was $2.50, so I thought I'd give it a whirl. Something different. But I can't imagine it being more than $20. But I thought it was just cool. And every once in a while, we always tell you don't buy emotionally. But every once in a while, I buy something because I'm like, it's kind of cool.
What size is it?
It was a large.
Oh, that should sell well.
So Paul's got a good question. He says, so I have to ask, because you both mentioned that you bought stuff to sell and wasn't sure how much the item would sell for, how can you know that you won't be paying too much and may not be able to sell? Well, I've been doing it a long time. I bought 1 million items. We do have our dud segment on Thrifty Business for a reason, because every once in a while, but when I go to a thrift store, all the stuff I'm selling you is just from two stops. When you buy as much as I do, if you have a couple duds here and there, it definitely evens out. If I would take the time to research everything, less time to do other things. So it's worth it to have a couple duds within 100 scores, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and it's instinct. Like, for example, that strawberry shortcake comforter that I don't know exactly, or quilt that I don't know exactly how much it's going to sell for yet. It's instinct. I know that's 80s strawberry shortcake. It's going to sell. Do I know exactly how much? Do I need to look that up in the thrift store? No, because I have that feel for things. But so if you know something is a good thing, you don't need to research it on the spot. You can save your time.
All right, what you got next?
Okay, I have a Ralph Lauren. Oh, and today, I should have listed this because today is our social media animal print day. So this is perfect. But this is a Ralph Lauren size 3X women's tunic top. So I should do pretty well with that. Not because of the brand, because it's only a Ralph Lauren green label, and that's not really that desirable, but because of the size. So, and these are cool. You'll probably.
Before you go on, Nate, talk about what you just mentioned, since maybe there's people watching who aren't in our Facebook group. Tell them about what you were just talking about.
Yeah, so our Facebook group, Thrifting Board, if you're not already a member, hop on over and join. And we do a social media thread every day, and we usually do themes. On the weekends, we do open topics where you can post anything. But you can advertise your items, share your items, and then you'll get other shares via social media. And it does help sell your items. It helps get them out there and circulate and get sales. And today our theme is, we're having Animal Week, and today the theme is animal print. So any item that you have in your store with an animal print on it is fair game. So.
And I'm looking excited. I'm looking forward to Party Animal Day.
Yes, well, yeah, you picked that. You picked the topic, so I would think so. And I think that's tomorrow actually is party animal. So this is
All right, cool.
this brand is not, it's not Lily Pulitzer. It looks like Lily Pulitzer. This is called Hue, which is it's a lingerie. It's a lower end lingerie and kind of pajamas. They do pajamas and one. These are adorable. They're pineapple pajama capris. And I was very tempted to keep them for myself, but I'm not going to. I will be selling them. And they're really cute, so they should do pretty well. And speaking of Lily Pulitzer, here is a Lily Pulitzer skirt that I need to steam because the pleats have actually come out of it, and I do need to, before I photograph it, I need to get it a little back in better shape. But it's a really nice, loud print. It is more summery, but it's always summer somewhere. People are going on vacation, so it's a size 6. I still expect it to sell. So it's lined. It's a nice skirt. So. And
watch dragging that across the mic.
Sorry about that. This one I actually asked for your advice on when I was thrifting that one day with my friend Des, and you said buy it, and it was half off. It was not $6, it was $3, and it's a size 3 extra large, and it's my first Tory Richard.
Richard. Don't make it French.
It just is.
Tory Richard.
Well, I don't know. It looks like it sounds. I like Richard better, but but it's not a really exciting print. It's just palm trees. But you said buy it, so I bought it.
No, but it's a good size. So yeah.
The 3 extra large. So if it was the size large per se, would you have said buy?
Yeah, on a large, even at $3, I'm like, yeah, but 3X. I'm a 3X. I'm a 2XLT.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a 3X. In between the two. And so the options aren't as great. The girls were just talking about buying, bigger girls buying stuff online. Same with dudes. We have way more options that we do today than we did even 10 years ago. But still, not everything comes in our size. An artist friend sent me a link to another artist friend who does all this pug stuff, and I went to buy a T-shirt, and no love for the big fellas.
Aww.
Anyway, I was ready to buy a shirt with this cool pug stuff, and not my size.
And do you want me to do one more before I turn it back to you?
Anyway, so hold on.
Okay.
You had the Tory.
Right.
You had the Tory Richard. I had the Thomas Bahama.
It's like Target and Target, same thing.
Yep. So Tommy Bahamas, they're okay still. They can do well. I would typically look for the ones with the embroidered backs. Those will always do well. But kind of the pattern ones, maybe not so much. But the colors on this were just so nice. The pinks and the greens. Ooh. So, yeah, I really like this one. And they have a new designation on how they fit. They have different fits now. This one's called Island Modern Fit. So if you do get something like this, make sure you put that in your title, because once people find the cut they like, they are going to hunt for that cut. So keep that specifically in your title so people know. So this one's going to sell. I paid $7. It's going to sell for about $50. I saw one just sell internationally for about $42. So I'm going for $50.
That's cool. It's like jean cuts. It's kind of marketing genius there on their part.
It's only $1, and every shirt like this that I've bought, I've always sold, and rather quickly. They've never sat long. Any old political shirt always does well, and we're right at the time of voting for a president. So, I mean, this isn't a big money maker. It's going to be like $15, maybe $18, and maybe I'm going to get it up now. So as we get a little bit closer and people are all thinking about politics and stuff, and they're like, somebody's going to go, damn, well, I wish Romney was still here. They're going to go buy their shirt. And I've never had a political shirt sit for too long. People will buy old ones for sure. All right, I'm going to save that because I want to ask you a question. All right, here's me buying out of my element. This sucker is heavy.
Oh, nice.
Now, here's where I need help, and I said this in International League of Thrifters, another group I hang out in. I asked specifically, I need help. Now, look how nice this is. You got the little underneath waves there. You got the dolphins, the fishes. I saw this exact one sell on eBay for $25, and for $100. The disparity. This is nutty. This weighs about 5 pounds. Pretty awesome. It's not super duper rare. I saw quite a few. Only one sold for that much, but it's crappy. So I'll shoot for 100, but I don't understand.
Are you sure the person who...
And actually, the ones that sell for
Did
the
the
ones
person
that sell
that...
for 20, I don't even know why. They only sell for 20 because it's a badass thing.
Yeah, I wonder if someone bought the one for 20 and flipped it for
yet.
100.
I have not looked for marks yet, but I thought for what I paid for this, $4, it was worth the gamble.
Definitely.
If not, even my wife said, because we have an underseas bathroom, this looked very nice in our underseas bathroom. Not that I need a paperweight in my underseas bathroom. All right, what you got?
Okay, so I don't know if you guys know the name Dana Buckman. That Kohl's has taken the line and pimped it out now. So if you see a brown label Dana Buckman, it is from Kohl's. However, Kohl's does not do Dana Buckman plus sizes, and the black labels are always the original Dana Buckman line. So look for those. And this is a woman's 1X. And the best part is that I paid $1 for it in the dollar room at Philly Thrift. So it's kind of a short sleeve sweater, and it's plain and not that exciting, but for $1, I'll take it. And then these are pretty cool. These are 1970s vintage greeting cards. Actually, they might...
Man, all the stuff you're finding from the 70s and 80s.
No. So these are pretty cool. I haven't counted them to see if they're all in here. There might be a couple missing, but we have How Do I Love Thee? And a cool thank you. And you fold them, and then they have the greeting on the other side.
What we think those will sell for?
I don't know yet, actually. This is another I don't know yet, but I'm hoping to get a good $25, $30 for them, maybe. I don't know if they're all there, but they're all brand new and in good shape. So
somebody said, let's see here. Riley and Jenks Antique said, show the base. It's frosted, made in China. So the base is not frosted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to click on me here. As you can see, it is nice and clear on the base.
Wow, it's good to know.
So I feel good about that based on what the chat's telling me. So thank you, chat.
Cool. So
Thrifty Paper Garden, and hey, the name sounds good, says vintage cards sell well on Etsy. Maybe it's time for Etsy.
Yeah, I do need to branch out. So.
No? Yes, it is time to spread your wings.
I know.
Even Barbara Colson said you'll get more for those on Etsy than eBay.
This is when I took a gamble on, but these little shadow boxes actually do pretty well. And I can't really say I took a gamble on it because I think I paid like $1 for it. But it's a little Japanese shadow box, and it's pretty cool. It's got a little doll in there, a little scene, and it's actually glass, or I think it's tempered glass on the sides, and it says Made in Japan. It's got a vintage Made in Japan sticker on the back of it, and it's wood, and it's definitely vintage, probably 70s again. So I don't know.
Geez, you're just back. You're back there, man.
I know. And then this one, I know you saw this in my storage unit. So I went to get a batch to list for my storage unit, and this is from one of our kind viewers and friends, Jerry, who actually was kind enough to give me some inventory to sell. And this was in the inventory. It's a vintage Eastern Airlines suitcase. It's a small kind of train case. Do you remember this, Jay?
Oh yeah, that's badass.
It is, and it's all vinyl. The back doesn't have anything on it. It's got some scratches and whatnot. I think I can clean it up a little bit, but I don't think anything is going to detract from the sale value. It's got a couple tears inside, but you can see it's got that nice vinyl. It's all clean. It's got the little area here to stash your underwear or whatever in. Yeah, so that I haven't looked this up yet, but I know that it'll do well, and I'm looking forward to listing it. So thank you again, Jerry. This is one. I have a pair of these. I just stopped, like I said, I stopped buying Starbucks mugs, but I'm going to sell these. The other one is upstairs somewhere, but I'm going to sell these in the pair. Another 99 cents a pair. and they're just the classic mermaid mugs. And the mermaid logo mugs do tend to do well, depending on which one they were. And these are 14 ounces, so I say these because I do have a second one. So I'll sell those in a pair and maybe do better. And my last item is one that I probably won't be parting with. And it's again, a vintage 70s belt. How awesome is this belt? And it fits me, so I will probably be rocking this belt.
Very nice.
And yeah, it's got a faux suede back to it, so the vegan in me likes that part. So I think that's it for my little haul here.
All right. I'm going to show some denim. I'm going to show my best score, and then I'm going to show you my question to you, and then we'll finish on that. All right, so at the half off day, I found a bunch of good denim, silver tab baggy. So our stores, our savers, they hang them like this. So if you're walking this way, you can see without having to see the back. And then if I walk the other way, I can see the back. So it does make it quite easy to find the silver tab. So I can see that. I'm going one way. If I can see that, I'm going the other way. This one was $3.50. Ralph Lauren jeans. They were $6, but they were in great shape, brand new. Always look at the bottoms. If they're distressed, it's not a deal breaker. Some people buy jeans that are like 4 inches too long and then just stand on them, so there's a hole. Those I leave behind. Yeah. If it's a little distressed, people don't matter as long as you write distress in the title.
Yeah, that's my husband. He walks on the edges of his jeans and they're all like holy and ripped on the bottom. So
overalls do great this time of year. Perfect for the farmer costume that you need. So these Carhartts were $3, and they'll do quite well. I mean, all these, and I'm doing a bunch of overalls right now, but overall, especially the bigger size, you can get 50, 60, 75 for really good overalls. I'm thinking these Carhartts are going to be about $40, 35, $40. So always grab your overalls. And then here a different brand of silver tab baggies. I mean, a different label. And the blacks always do very well. Blacks are easy sellers. Blues take a little bit longer, but the blacks always go quite quick. Mérité and François Jabot jeans. They were another big hip-hop type jean in the 90s. I wore them quite a bit. This is the third pair I found of this specific jean. So it's the jeans, and then it's got these Velcro strips, I don't know, to make them tighter above your knee. I mean, I don't think they're all that functional. But I had black with orange and then black with red, and now I got blue with gray. So what's nice is I use Ink Frog. It's a third-party eBay lister. It has all my listings. I'm going to go to the listing for this. Of course, I'm going to need fresh pictures, but the majority of it's there. All I got changed is from black jeans to blue jeans and from red Velcro to gray Velcro. But the bones of the listing are ready to go. And I paid $3.50 for those, and the last two pairs I sold were in the $40, $45 range.
So Chris in the chat asks, do you have any tips on photographing overalls? That's a really good question.
Okay, so overalls are tricky because unless you have a giant photo studio, the picture of the whole overall is definitely going to be a skinny picture. You should always do square pictures because eBay gives you squares, but you're going to have to do this whole shot of the overalls. So just crop it skinny. But your first shot, hang on a second here. Your first shot is going to be, these are kind of funky. Yeah, Carhartts are funky. All right, so your first shot is going to be from about here to here. You're just showing this area of the overalls. Is going to grab people's eye, especially those on mobile. And then the next shot's a full shot, and then do the back, do some close-ups, show all the different pockets, because although some people wear them just to hang out, some will wear them for a costume, some of them will wear them because they need the functionality of overalls. So they want to see the pockets that you have. There's side pockets. There's a little hook for the hammer. So make sure you show all of that. Okay, I've never found Under Armour pants before, but based on everything other Under Armour I sell, these should go quite well. And these were $3. So
awesome.
I didn't look them up, but I've been selling T-shirts for $25. So pants, I got a guess at a light guess is just $40. And they're really nice and good shape, too.
Yeah, that brand in women's clothing always sells well for me.
All right, here's a different silver tab label. We call this the pyramid label. And there's how it looks on the inside. These are not baggy. They're oversized. They will still sell well. These were $7. You know, probably in the neighborhood of 40 to 50 bucks. All right, so these are big boy overalls. These are 5230s. So again, you're just going to take these are Big Smith. Big Smith's a pretty good brand, but I'm probably going to get about $50 for them.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And then more Big Smiths. So Big Smiths, Carhartts, Dickies, those are all very good. All right, so there is my jeans. Here's my big score. This was 75 cents, and the last one sold for $70.
Wow. Is that vintage milk glass or is that?
Yep, and it's Federal. I don't know if the maker's mark's going to show up. Yeah, it kind of shows up.
Yeah, so that's why it's
from the shield. So good purchase for 75 cents. All right, here's our dirty boot. Let me take my little magic eraser. Now, some of these scuffs are a lot deeper than I expected. But with just minimal effort, all the scuffs are gone from down here, and I'm working on the deeper ones up here. So this will be a sit on the couch, watch some TV, and work the scuffs out. But this will do it. So you want that in your arsenal. All right, Nay. Here's the last item. Okay. We're right at the top of the hour. That worked out very well.
Yeah, that was good. We are 3 minutes.
All right, so I'm not exactly sure what this was supposed to be or is, but I thought it was cool. And for $1.50, of course, there is no risk. It's kind of like a homemade blanket with Space Jam. Oops.
So that's early 90s.
Now, it is very thick and kind of roughish. So it's like somebody just cut material and then threw the little topper in the bottom around, whatever you call that. So my question to you is, did I do okay?
You definitely did okay for $1.50. Does it have any stains or spots or anything on it?
No. It's in great shape.
Okay. So I would market that not just as, I would actually market that as fabric. You're probably better to, instead of a blanket or a quilt, I would market, because someone might want to make, you could make curtains out of that. You could make, the curtain toppers. You could make pillows. You could, there's a lot that you could do with that rather than just use it as a blanket. And it looks like it was a piece of, I don't know, it could have been something that was, because it's stitched on the top. It could have actually been a set of curtains or a blanket or something that someone had made, and then they cut it up for fabric afterwards. So. All
right, it is 45 wide by 60 long.
By 60 long? Yeah, so that's pretty good. You've got
Somebody said Etsy, so maybe you and I hold hands and skip off to Etsy land.
I guess so. Maybe that's what we need to do. That'll be another show, huh?
Yeah, and real quick, I always bought hats, but if you know Lonnie Oscar, he buys some weird hats, so I've really been paying attention to weirder hats. Not that this is all that weird, but the Neon Museum is where all the neon signs go when they're done here in Vegas. That's where we filmed the opening of Thrift Hunters, and this is a new tag hat that I bought for $2. So that was pretty cool. And then here's where it gets weird. Howie's hockey tape is hockey tape you put on your stick. So here's a hat for Howie's hockey tape. And then Google Express is a service where you can order groceries and have them delivered on Google. And hey, a Google Express hat.
Cool.
So these are the weird hats I've been looking for. These are $1 each. And so even if they give me $20, hats are pretty easy to ship, pretty easy to take pictures of. So there's my weird hats.
So is that someone said, Lynn said that it would be too heavy for curtains. Is that actually double, is it stuffed and double, is it?
It's not stuffed.
Is it lined?
It is really thick.
It is really thick. Yeah, then.
I don't know if you're going to be able to tell. There. It's a pretty good shot.
Yeah. That would be more like a drape. That would be, if it's that heavy.
But even if you hung it up as a tapestry in a room that, kids
something, a wall hanging or something, yeah, but they might repurpose it for something else, so.
All right, boom, noon. We're done. I mean, it's like we planned this out.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That's exactly an hour.
Noon. All right, so join us. Thank you very much for joining us today, all 88 of you. Wow, thank you very much. Happy Labor Day. Hope you had a good weekend. And we have a great guest this week. It's kind of funny. It is Connor Hess. Connor is the son of Pudgy Picker Jenny Hess, who was on our show. So is besides my mom and me, is our first mother-son guest. So Connor just graduated high school. He's 18, and he sells during the summer to, he's a teenager, probably to fund his gas for his car and dates with a girlfriend. So he used what his mom taught him, and he took a class from me to, get some money without having to be, I had to sling a lot of pizza when I was a teenager. He can sit at home and he can thrift and garage sale, make some money. So Connor's going to be on this Thursday, normal date, normal time, 6 o'clock in the West. So tune in for Thrifty Business with Jay and Nay. And we're going to talk, we've talked old because we got my mom, and now we're talking young because we got an 18-year-old. So I think that'll be our range.
Yeah, I think that's going to be cool. It'll and maybe inspire some other young people. So.
Yeah, and that was our hope. All right, so do me a favor, subscribe down over here, hit the like button over here. It should be about right there. I hope if I'm hitting the right spot. And we will see you guys on Thursday, and we'll have another great show.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Bye, Nadine. I'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.